My name is Mark Rollins. I'm an attorney here in DC. Today we're going to be talking about the diversion options with respect to domestic violence cases. This is a very quick overview. So the diversion options for domestic violence cases in the District of Columbia. As you may have seen from some of our other videos, the first thing that's going to happen is the arraignment. That's the first court date. After that first court date, usually within 2 to 3 weeks, the status hearing will be set before the calendar judge. So at the status hearing at the first domestic violence case, you have to make a decision. One decision you have to make is if you're going to request a trial date. So if you request a trial date, well, the rest of this video doesn't really apply because you're going to do a trial date, and you'll probably have a trial within 60 to 75 days out from the status hearing. But if you elect to do diversion, what will happen in that process? So with respect to diversion in domestic violence cases, and this only applies to domestic violence cases because diversion in other cases is different. So this is with respect to diversion with domestic violence cases. It requires you to enter a plea of guilty and continue the case for 9 months. There will be a drug and alcohol assessment that usually lasts about 20 minutes. Most people don't have an issue with that, and probation doesn't go any further. You will have a mental health assessment. After the mental health assessment, this is really the meat of the program right here, is that you'll either complete the domestic violence intervention program, which is 22 weeks, or family counseling, or parenting classes, or some other agreed program that the parties agree on. But you can see that that's really the meat of the whole program because that would take the longest for you to complete. Like I said, the diversion usually lasts about 9 months. So from the date of the plea until the end of the case, you have a 9-month period of time. Now, the diversion cases, even though you're still in pretrial because you're not going to sentencing, you've only pled guilty, but you're not going to sentencing, and so the cases would typically be supervised by pretrial. But in this case, these cases are supervised by the probation department, CSOSA. They may have regular drug testing because you're on their you're being supervised by the probation department. And of course, you have to abide by all court orders during that 9-month period. And at the conclusion of that 9-month period, it will be a final control date, and the case will be dismissed. And when I say the case is dismissed, because you've entered a plea, and remember up here, you've entered the plea of guilty already, what you're going to do here is there's a motion to withdraw the guilty plea. So essentially, you're taking back your guilty plea, and the case would be dismissed. That's the typical diversion option for domestic violence cases in the District of Columbia. Now, of course, there are other ways of handling the case. But if you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. Our information at www.rollinsandchan.com or 202-455-5610. Thanks for listening.